Red Skelton, my congratulations. Looks like you had a lot of fun doing all of this.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. It kills a lot of time. Not kill time, but you can use up time. In other words, we just sit around and mope about something.
Well, this is actually your first art show, isn't it, Red?
Yes, this is the first time. Like I told you once before that I didn't want to do it, but Mrs. Skelton, Little Red I call her, she said, well, at least take them out, let people see them, because there are thousands of people that paint, and some people need just a little encouragement. They see it and they say, well, I can do that good or better, and then they continue with their painting. And I think it's good for everyone to express themselves in some way, you know.
It's good. You know, I sort of envy you because you do this as a hobby. You've got no ultimate goal. You just like to paint, and it's marvelous.
Well, I have a lot of hobbies. I have about 36 altogether. Design jewelry and build miniature railroads, boats, and photography, bookbinding, and the oil painting, and write music, write poetry, write short stories. I keep busy.
Well, you're doing all the music in your show, aren't you?
Yes, all the music that I used during my portion of the show, I composed myself for the old man watching the parade, the march, everything.
Is 24 hours a day long enough for you, Red?
I work 25.
You do a beautiful job with all of them. Say, there's a question I've got to ask you about this picture right above us. I noticed you favor the eyes quite a bit, and the long, sort of angular type of a face. Any particular reason?
No, it's a cross between Modigliani and some people say the eyes are like Keane, and although Michelangelo and some of the paintings that he did in the Vatican City have the huge eyes. So that's not a new technique. The eyes, I think the reason that most people paint the eyes is because secretly, down deep, they want to be honest, and anyone that can look someone else straight in the eye when they talk, or when they look at them and when they present themselves, I think basically that's what they try to bring out, secretly. I don't know.
See, that's fantastic. I've never heard that expressed that way. There's another.
I made it up myself.
Get out of it. There's another picture I'm concerned about. I don't quite understand this one right over there, Red, to your left.
This?
Yeah.
You don't know what it is either.
No. Come on now, cut out. What? No, really. What is it?
I don't know.
What were you thinking about when you made that one?
Well, I'll tell you. I picked up a Japanese magazine one day, and in a junk heap on one side of the picture was this design. And they had blown this picture up. So I went in and I made the same form out of it. I don't know what it is. It could be dancers. It could be two leaves. It could be the morning. It could be a wheat field. It could be anything, you know.
I was trying to figure out. It almost looked like...
It's good. It's not good, but it's got form to it. Got rhythm, at least, you know.
But the color scheme is good, though. You've got what there? Yellow, blue...
Yeah, there's
white?
Different shades of blue. You go from a Persian blue down to the Mediterranean blue, and then you have all the yellows and some oranges down in the bottom there. It's just lights and shadows.
You seem to favor a lot of blue in your paintings.
Oh, I don't know why. Basically, I don't know why.
Well, actually, you don't need a reason, do you? You like the color?
No. I think people. It's a form of expression. A lot of people, when they start to paint, find me. A lot of people when they paint, like has been pointed out by Little Red, by Margaret Keane, and by Eddie Kaminsky, and even John Decker. When I first started to paint years ago with Little Red, she says, now don't be alarmed with what you do. You'll go back and look at it, it'll all be dark colors. Everyone that starts to paint, because it's the first time they've expressed themselves and they're getting all that, actually the meanness out of them. And then all of a sudden they will get light and they'll go into the pastels as they paint, as they go along. They'll see the brighter side of things, you know. That's why I think with some of the surrealist paintings, it's forceful, it's violent, and a lot of people look at it and they enjoy it because it's sort of an expression of something. But I couldn't explain it myself. But these things I can sort of explain. I know that when they walk away, either they're good or bad, they're going to say, well, I didn't like the nose, or I didn't like the ear. At least they'll know what they didn't like. A lot of guys, like Picasso once painted a painting, and he says, the worst thing I've ever done. And they said, what's the matter with it? He says, the ear, there's something wrong with the ear. And they said, why don't you fix it? He said, I can't find it.
Red, do you think a true artist is ever completely satisfied with his works?
No, I don't think in any art form at all. I mean, actually, anything that people do, and if other people accept it as well, you know, as something they've done well, they're never pleased with it, because basically anyone that tries, they want to improve. And I don't think anyone, you'll look at something and you'll go back and touch it up. And so that's why they hide them from me. They just grab them and put them in a closet.
Red, do you have a favorite of among all these beautiful pictures?
No, I don't. I haven't painted my favorite yet, but there's one that I like quite a bit. I painted in 1955.
Which one? The clown?
It's the clown up here.
Can we walk over towards
yeah.
it? Oh, let me sneak in front here. This is beautiful.
Now, actually, it is a clown, but down in here, everyone says, "How come you didn't finish it?" Well, it's painted that way to look like it's not finished because I feel down in my heart, being in show business, that an actor or an actress playing dramatic roles and everything, sooner or later they're finished. But a clown is never finished. He goes on for years and years, and they can play character parts and keep on going, you know.
Is there any particular reason why you show the clown to be sort of a pathetic figure?
No, I think subconsciously everybody says that clown is a Pagliacci, and everyone must find their balance. If they're happy and they're making people happy, then they must be sad at some time or another. So I imagine they're off moments to find that balance so they don't lock you up. They might say they're sad because they're not happy at that moment. And probably it's their happiest moment when they're quiet. You know?
See, this has been a ball. It's been an awful lot of fun, Red, and I hope that perhaps we'll have an opportunity of doing this all over again.
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun, and your life just consists of that, doesn't it? Just a great big fun show, huh?
Just trying to give. I like to give to people, even no matter what it is, how bad it is. If somebody liked it, why, then I'm happy.
Can I take this with me then if you're so anxious to give?
Yeah.
Okay. Red Skelton. And so we take leave of Red Skelton here in the beautiful Emerald Room at the Sands Hotel. We've been chatting with Red, and this is his first art exhibition.